for some girl chat?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Okay,
ready.
we're gonna get right into it.
You gotta hit us with the shoulders in that dress. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Shot.
Hola, señorita.
Shoulders.
Okay, have you guys ever gone to a wedding and felt the couple needs to say I don't instead of I do? Okay. Well, if so, you're not alone, because according to a survey conducted by WeddingWire.com, 27% of the people they polled said they've attended weddings, even though they thought the marriage was a mistake. Oh. So, ladies, speak now or forever hold your peace. Would you ever attend a wedding you didn't approve of?
No. And guess what? I don't want nobody at my wedding that doesn't approve of it, that isn't sending good vibes and good energy and good love. Now, I will say this. There is a difference between I approve of this versus, there's a difference between thinking, like, are these people going to last forever? Are they soulmates? Do I think they're the perfect couple? And I think this is utterly a wrong mistake. I don't approve. Like, when they go to say, speak now or forever hold your peace, and I can't hold my peace, I shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a difference. Like, if this person has been awful to her and it's like then I'm not attending no wedding that I don't approve of.
I mean, in my case, I've had examples where I've had friends that had destination weddings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not about to spend all this money to go see you get married, and I know it's not gonna work out. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If I don't approve of it, I'm not spending my money, extra money. Now, if it's local, yeah, I might go. But
that's even different.
No.
Saying, like, I don't think it's gonna last. Which, you know, hey, they might end up being 25 years together,
no,
and then
what
you'll
I
regret
have
not
to
being
say
there.
is the two people, and they know who they are currently not together. So I was right. So that's it.
Did you go?
I didn't go.
Didn't go.
How
did they handle
a wedding
you?
is supposed to be a support. You know,
I
that's
have
the
a
reason why
question,
you invite people.
I have a question, though. Were any of these people really close to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did they handle you saying you're not gonna go?
They just had to handle it.
Okay.
Okay, like, mine was different. I went to a wedding that it wasn't that I didn't approve of it. Do I think that they're soulmates and they're gonna last forever? That's my opinion. My opinion is different from disapproving and being like, I don't stand by this, I don't agree with it, I think it's wrong. Two different things. Now, granted, if they go on and are married for the next 30 years, I'm gonna be so happy, and I would feel bad. And now, if I didn't go, I would have regretted that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
You gotta trust people's free will. Just because I don't agree with it and I don't maybe see the sparks that they feel, that's just my opinion. That's not right.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
One thing I've definitely learned after going through a divorce and being where I'm at now, I've taken more seriously the attending of a wedding. And what I mean is this. Yes, it's a party. Yes, it's something where you collect the favors, you throw the bouquet, but it's actually something much more symbolic. You are about to make history with the couple for the rest of their life.
Right.
And when I look back now at when I was going through hardship and our marriage really needed the community that kind of holds you down, talks you through a ledge, like off the ledge, and just supports you and mourns with you, I look and I see those true people out there. You guys are really out there, the ones that stood by me in my wedding and really stood by me in life. Those are the people you want in your wedding.
Awesome.
That's sweet.
Because you're supposed to be witnesses.
Yes.
Like, that's what the
true.
guests are. They're
I'm kind of-
witnesses to a covenant that you're making.
It
with
makes
God.
you
I'm kind
think
of on
twice
the-
the people you invite.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with this
Okay.
because I feel like sometimes there are lessons that people have to learn, on their own.
Exactly.
And if it was a close friend of mine and we had a conversation, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. But at the same time, if she really wanted me there, I would silently support her. I wouldn't feel good in my soul not attending her wedding. I do know a person, you guys, who did this to a friend. She did not approve of her friend's wedding. She didn't go. And actually, she's the one who got divorced, and her friend actually was at her wedding. So sometimes, did you follow me there?
Yeah,
Kinda, sorta.
Kind of, sort of. Okay.
It was the opposite.
So it was the opposite.
Yeah,
So what I'm saying
marriage
is
didn't last.
Sometimes we don't know. Maybe you may not approve, and hey, they really love each other, and they're gonna work it out.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with my friend's couple. They're still together.
I just want to
Opinion
say
and approval
this.
is different.
But I want to say something, though. It depends, because a lot of times I got friends that have been married 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I ain't got time to keep going to all those type
Okay,
of weddings.
that's
And that's
different.
what I'm talking
Okay,
about,
that's
okay?
different.
Yeah.
Every week you getting married. No, I'm
yeah,
not
no,
about to
that's
spend,
different.
but it's like when you're young or it's your first wedding, your second one, whatever, But there's some women, they do, and men, they get married just to get married.
For sure.
And to me, that's not right. And don't put me in your business like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a part of that because I'm telling you, I know when it's not going to work. And I'm not going to tell you it's not going to work because I do want you to be happy.
But you did, though, by not showing up.
That's your
a
silent
big
protest.
Yeah.
And I saved me a lot of money, too, by not spending money.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Lonnie, you're saying this right now. Lonnie's literally like, I know it's not going to work. So, how do you know that it's not going to work? What are some of the signs that you see that you're like, this ain't going to work?
For me, when I'm looking at my friends or even myself, it's like the way they got together. I probably have went out with them. With these particular women, 2 women, I went out with them. I went out with their significant others. You could tell the things that was happening, and it was too much drama, everything. And in the end, it's like sometimes people are embarrassed to say, you know what, I need to take a step back. Maybe this is not going to work. Don't be embarrassed because a marriage is a legal contract.
Yes.
People forget about that. And if you involve kids in it, if you involve money, properties, things like that, it can become a bigger headache. So you have to be careful about who you marry. You do.
Absolutely. For
My pastor
the question,
said,
should I be embarrassed now or be embarrassed later?
Exactly.
My pastor said it's one of the toughest decisions that you'll have to make, but you got to make sure it's the right decision.
Yeah,
so don't take it lightly.
Now, have you ever been to a wedding where they say, you know, forever hold your peace, and somebody be like, excuse me? Have you ever been?
No.
No.
Because I
have.
was like,
I want to be at one. What happened?
Ooh,
Tell us.
it was drama, right? It's not the 2 girls. It was another one. It's a long time ago, right? And so he was like, anybody here? And it was the other woman that stood. I was like, what? Ooh, it was drama. I had my church fan and stuff. I was like, uh-oh. And what happened now for this, I don't know what officially the thing is, but what happened at this wedding was that the pastor took the 3 of them back into his office and had a conference.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was like, no, and she was talking, and we were like, oh my God.
Were there any?
But wait,
I hope they had some drinks while people were sitting around waiting for them to figure it
They went back
out.
and had a conversation.
But did they continue the wedding?
And then after they had it was about 20 minutes, so it was something going on. At about 20 minutes, they kicked the other one out, and then they went on and had their wedding. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
This is the type of thing I wish I could see.
I've been to a wedding where... This is a crazy story. I went to a wedding, actually, where the groom was standing there, and actually the bride decided not to get married. And they came out together as a front, like a united front.
Oh, wow.
And they made an announcement and just said, look, we don't think we're ready for this. Everything was paid for, so let's have the party.
Oh, hell no. I want a refund.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You still got to celebrate with them. They just said they weren't ready.
I probably bought a dress, new shoes. I probably put some money in
still
an
a party?
envelope somewhere. I want it back.
Did they party?
No.
Did they party together?
By the way, the crazy thing is they actually stayed together. They're just not married.
Wow, so they're still together.
They're still
Yeah, they
together.
was having
They're just
little-
not married. They were very young, and I think they actually made a really wise decision that they wanted to live a bit more.
Right.
They both traveled now. They travel together, which it's like y'all are married. Y'all just didn't, and they had a big party. They just didn't feel comfortable signing the paperwork.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's some interesting things with weddings, really.
Yes.
You have to be
Anything
careful.
can happen. You never know. I'm going to go to some
Never
of Lonnie's
know.
weddings. I feel like they got drama going on.
I know, there's drama.
It's a novela at Lonnie's weddings.
Okay, well, no one wants to be left at the altar or stood up on a date.
No.
But Cosmo magazine says that being stood up is the best thing that could ever happen to you.
Why?
In fact, they shouted out some girls who handled being stood up like a boss. For example, there's Mimi Black, who after being stood up decided to go on a fly date with herself and went on a shopping spree instead. Good girl.
Good job,
Heard
Mimi.
that. And 17-year-old, yes. High school student Zia, after being stood up by her prom date, decided to go solo and slayed it
That's
instead.
right.
Look at
You
that.
gotta kill it.
Right
Heard
there
that.
in the center.
Wow.
So have you ladies ever been stood up by anybody before, or have you stood up somebody else?
Oh, long ago in the archives,
Long ago.
I stood up, okay?
You
You
did
stood
that to
someone
somebody
up?
else?
No, I got stood up,
Yeah.
you know, and I always remembered that because I remember how it made me feel, but I needed that because that gave me the blueprint of dating and how if you just don't want to go out with somebody now, I let them know because a person, you know, you prepare for a date. You know, you getting yourself together, you putting on your clothes, you taking a shower.
You prepared your heart,
You know,
too.
you get in the car
Yes.
or, you know, you get a ride to get there. So that's, you know, that's a lot. It's time and it's money. So I remember how that made me feel. Plus, it's the I'd rather have the hurt feelings now than have the hurt feelings later.
Amen.
So
Yes,
I remember that.
That's what I said. I said, I've personally never been stood up, but I would be grateful for that because you just got the
answer you needed.
I was gonna say a word that I cannot say on daytime television.
Oh.
You got the
sign, the omen,
the whatever out of the way. You know what I mean?
Whatever?
Realizing that he's not a good person out of the way.
Ah.
And I say he's not a good person because I think it's cowardly, it's not truthful, it's dishonest. It is not a stand-up guy. Like that sounds funny. If you stand somebody up, you are not a stand-up guy.
But the guy called me, of course he called me the next day.
No, the next day
he tried to come up with an excuse. Exactly. Because that's what people usually do when they stand you up. They come up with another excuse.
That didn't happen to me.
What happened?
He never called me.
What happened?
He
No,
went up, so you boo-boo.
Yeah, I got stood up.
What happened?
Wait, what?
So, to make a long story short, it was when I was like 21.
Right.
And I met him at a Soul Train Music Award. Do you remember Soul Train Award?
Of course.
After party. He actually was a Puerto Rican from New York.
Damn.
He a celebrity?
Wait. No, he wasn't a celebrity, and I'm not going to say his name because he doesn't deserve it.
That's right.
You gonna tell me later, though.
I will, but we met in LA, and then obviously he lived in New York. I did a Essence magazine photo shoot, and we were talking, and then we kind of like had a long distance relation. Well, it wasn't even a relationship.
You were talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Long distance.
Yes.
Okay, so I met up with him one time. I thought we had a great time.
Yeah.
We had lunch. He met my sister, and then I went out to. Then I came back home.
He even met family?
He met my sister. My sister didn't like him. She knew what was up.
Okay. That's a twin tuition.
Yes, absolutely. Then I flew back to LA, and then the Essence Awards happened maybe a couple of weeks. Essence Awards. So this is something different.
Okay.
And then we were supposed to meet up, and I stayed in New York for like 2 weeks with my sister and my cousin to maybe, date a little bit more, and he would never answer his phone. Yep.
He had a girlfriend.
So he just ghosted you.
He ghosted me.
And what happened?
Okay, you guys, I didn't hear anything after that. It was like 5 years until I heard something.
What?
And I heard actually from his sister because she followed me on Twitter, and she was like, hey, look, I just want to, apologize for my brother. He had a baby mama, and he went back to his baby mama.
I told you?
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
This is like the oracle right here.
Yeah.
Tell us what's gonna happen.
Wait a minute.
That feeling is horrible.
Wait, how
I
many
did not
years
handle it
later
like a
did the
boss.
sister tell you that?
It was 5 years.
Like 5 years.
And what did you say back to her?
I was like, oh, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. I mean, I had already moved on.
Yes.
But, I mean, y'all know me. That broke my heart. I mean, I didn't handle it like a boss. I was like,
But the thing about Tam, for sure, and Jeannie, you know this, is she'll be like, but why?
What did I do?
What did I do?
Right.
What was wrong with me? Like, did I say something wrong?
Yeah,
like,
I thought it was me.
Yeah, and it's not
But
you.
you
It
know
was the
now
crazy
it's
baby
not.
mama you didn't want to get in trouble with.
Exactly. Most of the time, if somebody is standing you up, it's a reason, okay? And it's usually not you. It's not that they don't like you, or they wouldn't have asked you out on a date in the first place.
And
They
I learned that
communicated.
rejection is God's protection.
That's
I'm
right.
so grateful.
Yes.
Exactly.
But I just wish I would have handled it a little better.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I just started dating. I'm a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and then to get stood up,
Right.
then you fly across country, that's messed
that
up.
was look.
You say that?
You needed me in your life because I would have told you,
Yeah.
no, you ain't getting on no plane for him.
You say that though, but that makes me see that that's how consistent your character is, Tamara.
Yeah.
Like I always say that you really know a person
She
when
was
they
putting effort into this.
You know her.
That's what I'm saying. That's
know
why
a
you got to be
person.
truthful in the first place. Now you done pissed me off. I'm mad.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I'll tell you later.